I mean, you know that you need a savior. But I don't know that. You do. All of us do. But we suppress the truth in unrighteousness. So I just pretend God doesn't exist? Not pretending, but you deny it because you don't have eyes to see or ears to hear. But I do have eyes and ears. And yet those ones fail you and can only show you that maybe you might exist. But I pray that God will give you ears to hear and eyes to see. That doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't. It'll only make sense to you if God gives you eyes to see and ears to hear. So only the people that God gives the ability to understand, only those ones understand? That's not fair. Oh yeah, we said that we would go back to that where you said that my understanding or my representation of atheism was unfair. Yeah, it wasn't. Do you believe in objective morality? No, morality is something that's subjective, which means that what you define as fair is just subjective. Yeah, it would be what I view as fair. Which means that maybe the way that I represented your religion was fair, maybe just not to you. Well, no, it wasn't an accurate depiction of what I believe in. Atheism isn't a religion, so even that is also not fair. Based on what? What do you mean? Based on what? If fairness and morality are just subjective, then what you think of it and what I think of it are going to be different from each other, and therefore your opinion on what is fair doesn't matter. It would matter as much as yours. If morality was just arbitrary and subjective, then my opinion doesn't matter either. Well, it's more about like what's agreed upon as a society. So is slavery okay? What? Of course not. Well, until Christians abolished slavery in the Western world, almost every single country had slavery and said it was fine. But it's obviously not a good thing. So what would you say to the Middle Eastern and Asian countries today that still have slavery? In fact, more slaves alive today than at any point throughout all of history. Yeah, if they still have slavery, then obviously they're wrong. Based on what? The opinion of the majority. So you think that morality is determined based on democracy or by mob rule? Well, no, but we just naturally, because of evolution, understand what is good and right and just. Then why do all of the other countries and all of the other people throughout time naturally disagree with you? Well, just because of their societies, it may not have been wrong to them. So if it's not wrong for them, does that make it right? No. Which means that there is an absolute right and an absolute wrong in the world. No, there is no such thing as an absolute. Are you absolutely sure about that? Yes. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, but that's just proving my point that you have absolutely no ground to stand on, no foundation, no standard to ever claim that something is unfair, wrong, or immoral ever again in your life. Well, I can present my opinion on it. You can, but your opinion, according to your worldview, doesn't even matter. In fact, it's a waste of breath for you to even try to articulate a thought. That's a little harsh.